What's up, everybody? We back on another exclusive edition of the Vicky Gotti Show with the up-and-coming legend in my eyes, Uncle Nay. It's Trebre. Trebre Blahnik. That's my uncle. I've been knowing Trebre for about 8 years now.
When you came out?
05.
Yep.
It's been a long time. We've been through it all. This is my uncle. Like, blood can make us no closer. But Trebre, tell the viewers just a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Father Blahnik, DMV. I've been walking around wearing confrontation for about the same amount of time. I'm a really great guy, really a people's person. I love my city.
Can you explain Uncle Nay?
Oh, Uncle Ned's because, you know how like all the little butch ones be having their cunt names, and my cunt name is Trebre. So my nieces and nephews call me Uncle Nay. Sierra Ebony made it up. I'm sorry, Scott.
Oh yeah. So also, I wanted to let y'all know it's a couple hot events going on. Asia Juicy Couture presents the All Black Everything February 21st. Doors open at 4 p.m. LSS start at 4:45. Grand prize $700. Female figure performance. That's gonna be definitely a hot category. Just know that it's in New York. Just know that the Banji concert coming through. So everybody, please be ready. By the way, don't mind my get up. I'm just coming from work, but you know I gotta do what I gotta do. Pretty Girl Realness at Asia Ball is for $400. That's over $1,000 in cash right there. Also, my father, co-founder BJ Banji Comp presents the Blow Pops and Whistles Ball during Memorial Day weekend. Gay Pride. I know y'all gonna have y'all table.
The picture frames.
The picture frames. Picture frames. So give it to him again. Over $1,000 in cash as well. Grand prize Sister versus Twister mystery performance for $750, commentated by Elijah Banji Comp and Snooki Juicy Couture. You don't want to miss it. But we're gonna get back to Trebre. So, what's all the categories you walk? Because you walk a lot of categories.
Actually, the only category I really do walk is Big Boys Runway. You know, coming from a place like Baltimore and things like that, like everybody in Baltimore know how to Vogue. So, like for fun, sometimes I might walk Big Boys Performance or whatever like that.
Do you fuck Big Boys Performance out there?
Bitch, I'm the bitch.
Uncle, they said, you know what Monique has always told me. My mother Monique, that's his sister's best. They look alike. Like they look just like straight like twins to me. But like she has always told me that like you don't play with female figures. Like she said, it's something about you with female figures where you really tears their asses out.
Like I love female figures. Like I always had like a big respect for film queens. Like when I first came out, like Monique was like one of the first film queens that like you know I really got to know like. Really understood what being a transgender person was about. Mm-hmm. And then like shortly after that, Brandy,
which is your gay daughter, right?
Which is my first child, period. She became my child. When she became my child, she was just starting to get up and drag. So, you know, having transgender people that, you know, I really love and care about, you know, I really got a chance to really understand. So it really made me have a respect for femme queens.
And that's why you go in on them when you bad.
And that's why I go in on them. And I expect a lot from him.
Uncle, have you ever walked Big Boy's face?
No.
I don't know why I thought that. What's like? Okay, so you father Blahnik, and you've also been father of other houses. Like, what's some of the houses you've been father of? Like, actually, just tell me all your houses and let me know your position in that house if you had one.
Well, I was an Aphrodite. When I first came out, I was a 007 for probably about a year.
What year did you come out?
About 2000.
2000. Okay.
So from like. During some time in the year 2000, I became an Aphrodite. The reason why I chose the house of Aphrodite was because I was like a whole new different type of look to the whole house. Like, it's never been somebody to look like me in that house. And when I first came out, I was walking Thug Realness. So it was like, you know, a face house with a Thug Realness. So it was like a good look to me.
Right.
Shortly after that didn't last long. I didn't really like realness. Like that.
Oh, you talking about the realness part?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had, you know, started walking runway.
I think everybody started off walking realness.
Probably.
Because I straight started off walking schoolboy realness.
I started walking runway, and I was in that house for 7 years. And I wouldn't say I regretted it, but me knowing what I know what the ballroom scene gets now, I wouldn't have probably been in that house for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I ended up being the father of that house, winning Father of the Year at our Baltimore Awards Ball, and that was like a really big accomplishment for me. Like, I felt good, you know, to be a star/statement winning Father of the Year over like legendary people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that really like made me feel good. After that house, I became a Revlon. And I was a Revlon for about 3 years. During that time, that was when I was really starting to like really walk more. And I was like really doing my thing a little bit. I enjoyed the house and stuff. And then after that,
that's when everybody was a Revlon. It's like everybody.
Well, not really, because during the time I became a Revlon, that's when the people that really wasn't doing stuff was getting cut out.
I mean, like, what I'm saying, like, when I say everybody, I mean, like, well, I mean, I should be more specific. All the hot people in Baltimore was Revlon.
Really?
Like the house of Revlon was the house to beat. Like,
right.
In every category, it was like Grand Prize Revlon, Grand Prize Revlon. Like, you had to, the Revlons was a problem.
And then after that, I became a Blahnik in 2010.
You've been a Blahnik ever since?
And I've been a
It's been
Blahnik
3 years
since.
already?
It'll be 3 years in November.
Oh, okay. All right, and you came out in 2000, right?
Right.
So you came out in 2000. Why aren't you legend yet?
I really can't answer that question. I can't answer for anybody else.
I mean, why do you think? Like, what's your, you know, from...
Well, when I first started walking in like 2000, 2001, technically, I was winning balls and doing good. Like, I wasn't ever getting chopped. Like, balls that I would go to in New York, per se, I would make it to the last battle if I didn't win and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that really wasn't a problem. I had got a night job, like maybe a year. So after
At Valentino's?
At Valentino's, and I worked nights. So most of the time when I would take off work for a ball, it would be me taking off to actually make more money, commentating somebody's ball. So, like, I might go to like a awards ball. Like, I wouldn't really go to too many balls out of town. You know what I'm saying? But I would still walk here and there. I just wasn't at all the balls like most of the people, or whatever the case may be. But I mean, that's the only thing I can probably say. But at the end of the day, like, I feel legend. Seriously. Like, for real, like, you know, like when I decide to go walk a ball, and I need to go get material for effect, or need to pay somebody to make me something, that's all paid with money that I've made doing a craft that I've learned from the ballroom scene. So everything I put into the ballroom scene, it's been given back to me. And like, a lot of people can't say that.
Right.
And like, that's really a blessing, because balls are very expensive. And I had bills, you know what I'm saying? So the money that I make working, I can pay my bills, and then the money that I make having fun at balls, I can pay for when I want to participate in balls. So it's like a win-win situation for me. Like, I'm happy, I'm respected, I get respect, I'm good. I think I'll get deemed eventually. You know what I'm saying? So it's fine.
And on top of all that, you do have a biological son, right?
Yes.
How old is he?
11. He'll be 12 in April.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, like, shortly after you started walking balls, you had a child.
Well, actually, when I came out, my son's mother was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So it was like giving that.
Okay, so you just straight mess with cunts, like.
Yeah, but once I like really came out the closet, I stopped. I wasn't one of them type of people, fuck a boy, fuck a girl. It was given one or the other.
All right, and so what year did you start commentating?
I started commentating like the same year I came out, actually.
So since 2000. All right, so like, how do you feel about, you know, like you know, after you start something, eventually, you know, more people start to come out and they start doing that. Like, how do you feel about King Mizrahi calling himself the voice of Baltimore, being as though you've been commentating in Baltimore since 2000? Like, that's straight 13 years.
Well, I mean, honestly, I really feel fine with it. Like, you know, and if I didn't feel fine with it, like, he you know, he talked to me about that. He asked me he asked me, like, you know, how would that make you feel?
Which is the respectful thing.
Right, and I felt so respected Like, even if deep down inside I didn't want him to call himself that, I wouldn't have no other choice but to tell him go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this for so long. Every awards ball they ever had in Baltimore, I've been the commentator of the year, you know, stuff like that. Like, sometimes I want to participate more. You know, I'm happy that he commentates because I can participate more. You know, sometimes I can just sit back and relax and enjoy a function.
Right.
You know, I'm happy about that. I think he's learning his craft, and eventually he's gonna be like, it's gonna be like, you know, people won't be asking me why he called himself that. You'll understand it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. So you walk runway. You've been walking runway since what? Like exactly what year?
Like 2001, honestly.
Okay, so it was like a year.
My
after
first
you
ball
came
was
out.
2001.
So who were some of the people that inspired you walking runway? Like who was some of the people you looked up to? Whether it was somebody that inspired you because of their walk, their shade, their effects, whatever it was. Like who were some of the people that you looked up to?
Some of the people that I look up to in runway is Mariah Revlon, Tony Revlon, Michael Milan, rest in peace, Big Boys Runway. There's a lot of people. Like, I mean, the list can really go on and on and on. Like, I'm the type of person, when I was young and I came out and certain people would walk balls, I would watch them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And really, like, see what I can learn from them and see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that I really live for walking runway.
Have you ever had, because I do know YY, Icon.
Yeah.
Was y'all ever rivals?
Yes, God.
Like, is that somebody who you could say,
Mind
bitch,
you,
when he came out, he was a problem to me?
We both will walk Big Boys performance. We both will walk Big Boys runway.
You know when I first seen y'all two? Like, when I first seen y'all two, y'all was actually doing hand performance against each other.
And I don't even really...
y'all was straight doing hand performance against each other.
Like, you know how, like, sometimes when you out and you just having fun, you just have fun.
Yeah, Bonds, that's our comfort zone.
Like, that is so much... I'll walk any category there.
Would you get a straight and drags in Bonds?
At this point in time?
Keep it 100, Uncle.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Uncle, keep it 100.
If it was Halloween. Maybe on a Halloween.
And you would let people call you Trinay?
Yeah, they better.
All right, so he was flat out your number one rival overall.
In Baltimore, yeah.
Outside of Baltimore, who was your rival?
You know, honestly, I don't really feel like I had rivals. Honestly, like, it seemed like in them days of Big Boys Runway, it really wasn't too many people walking consistently. All the big boys would walk here and there.
Right.
Here and there. They hardly ever had a category for cash. The first time they ever had it, $4,000. I wasn't even out yet, but Michi. Michi won.
I mean, Lambin.
Yeah. And I wanted to actually have that category in one of my balls. Big Boys Runway $4,000, but I want to win it. I'm trying to be the second person to win it, not give it
to somebody else.
Yeah.
I understand. I trust me, I know that way. So, like looking at some of the girls now, like who are some of the people that you really, really enjoy seeing? Like new girls, whether it's a big boy, tall boy, small boy, like.
As far as runway.
Yeah, I don't really don't want to talk about like the local. Or the girls that you see in mini balls, like the girls who actually come out and participate. Like let's get past like what they can do and what they've done.
People
like,
that
they've done.
You saying like people that when I know they walking, I'm gonna enjoy their effect. I'm gonna enjoy
everything
them as a person.
Right.
That's a handful of people as well.
Give me 3. 3 here in Baltimore if possible, and 3 outside of Baltimore if possible.
Okay. See, I don't really want to make it seem like I'm leaving somebody out or anything like that. But
no, I mean, I'm giving you a limit.
I know I enjoy from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy Daryl Chanel. I know he's going to walk down.
You know his effect is going to be nice.
His effect is going to be nice.
Right.
Runway.
Another up-and-coming legend, by the way.
I enjoy Honeycomb.
Effects are always
I enjoy
nice.
Honeycomb because I know her passion for the category. You know what I mean? Like, she give, bitch, I gotta go to work, but I still need to go to Joann's. I still need to go get my shit made. Then I still need to do this. I feel that because I do the same shit. And when Devon got songwalk,
Yeah,
I enjoy him.
definitely Devon.
I enjoy Devon because he really don't walk too often. So I'll be excited because I'm going to see him walk when I know he won't walk.
Right.
I just like him as a person. He's cool.
What about Keith Ebony Hall? He's another Big Boys Runway.
Keith walks midgets on way down.
He walks midgets?
Yeah.
He don't walk Big Boy no more? All right, 3 people outside of Baltimore.
That I know gonna bring it. That's a lot. I would probably say Dark I saw him. Trebre Prodigy. Giovanni Khan.
That's my runway twin. You know that's my runway twin, don't you?
Oh, really?
Like I feel like if I was to walk runway, that would be me. And
Like I enjoy so many people. There's not too many people that I think is absolutely horrible, to be honest. Because I try to get what if you're not eating it, I try to at least find something in you that's eating it, because as a person that work and things like that, I know how expensive and I know how hard and I know how shady the girls are. So just because you out there, like, I can try to like get at to work with you. You know what I'm saying?
who are some of the people that you really could care less to see? Being real, this is the Vicky Gotti show. You don't have to be catty.
Runway?
Yeah, because you could live for somebody and really not really care less about what they do or how they do it. Like, who is somebody like that's your bathroom break? Come on, give me one person. You have to give me somebody. Come on, Uncle.
I'm trying to think.
You're playing because
No,
I know you. I know you like
a bathroom break. Let me think. Who would I pump to the bathroom to when this person came? I was trying to think. Can you come back to it?
I can come back to it. Okay, so okay, so I know one thing I do know about you personally is that you're not a confrontational person at all.
Right.
A couple years ago, I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago, you had a confrontation with Eric Milan, which is what was your gay son. Is he still your gay son?
Yeah.
What happened with that? Like I all I know is like I just seen a big commotion. And you was getting you was walking out the paradox like this, like.
In my opinion, I felt like he had worked my boyfriend out at the time out of some money. So when I called him, like, to talk to him about it, I just basically said what I had to say and I hung up the phone. So he called me the next day getting crazy. So I told him I was going to knock him when I saw him, I knocked him. He pressed charges, but when he pressed charges, he said things that wasn't true, and I had got locked up with a real expensive bail. So because of that, the next time I saw him at the Paradox, I got crazy. But,
Oh, like, what's your relationship like now?
We give, like, high and by. When we see each other, we speak.
Who's all your gay kids?
Brandy, Kenneth, Black, Harper, Blue, Damon.
Ink
like Taylor.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Shantae, Baby.
I never knew that.
Harper, I said Harper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Poochie. See, I got started. Black. I'm gonna do all the boys first. Black, Harper, Blue.
Damon.
Diesel. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I feel bad. And my girls are Brandy, Shantae, Poochie, Baby.
Okay, so let's get a little bit personal. Like, as far as your everyday life, like, are you in love right now?
No.
Are you looking for love?
No.
What's your type?
I mean, I definitely have a type because if you don't have a type, you can't be trusted.
Monique always told me
It's
that.
the truth, though. Like, if somebody mess with anything, then yeah. But anyway,
They open the all.
Honestly, my type is like a nice, tall guy, slightly like athletic build, but always end up with like a short person.
Because you tall?
They say opposites attract.
So like you like prefer light, dark?
I don't really matter.
A young
brown.
All right, so just trying something new. Like, if you had to pick, would you rather big meat and no cakes, or big cakes and no meat?
It all depends on what I'm feeling.
Right now, what would you want?
Like at this point in time.
Come on, give it to me. Keep it 100.
Both of them.
Both?
Yeah.
Oh, you need straight cakes and meat?
I need 2 of them here. One with cakes and meat, and one with no cakes and meat.
So, all right, so tell the viewers something about you that they may not know.
I'm a very sensitive person. Very, like, that's crazy, ain't it?
I mean, I know that. So, oh, you know what? I have something I wanted to say. Give me your definition of loyalty.
I mean, my definition of loyalty is like, if you loyal to somebody, if they right or wrong, black or white, tall or short, whatever the case may be, you have to have their back regardless. And also what that definition is, if they wrong, you have to be able to tell them they wrong. And let them know, like, they can't do whatever they... Like, say, for instance, if you spit in somebody's face, that's fucking horrible. But if I'm with you, my loyalty lies with you. I'm going to try my best not to let nothing happen to you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, bitch, you don't go around spitting in
you know
face. That's some nasty,
it's wrong.
horrible shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm going to have to let you know after everything go down, you was straight wrong. And if me and you got back again and you spit in somebody's face, I'm going to straight mind my business. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The reason I asked you that is because I had a situation, and I'm not going to say any names. I had a situation, and I felt like loyalty played a big part in the situation. You know, like, I put myself out on the line in so many different ways for this person. Like this wasn't and it was kind of my fault because it's not like my everyday friend or whatever the case may be. It was a house member, and because she wanted to come out, she wanted to Vogue, you know, she wanted to have a nice time, she wanted to do her thing. Like, I felt like, okay, well, if you want that, then I'm all down. Like, first of all, I'm a house father, so if anybody who's willing to try, I'm willing to help. Anybody who's willing to try, I'm willing to help. Period. Point blank. And I feel like if in the long run, if I pretty much handed you everything that you needed, I was there to talk to you when you needed that, like, to only find out that you use me as you know, as your financial situation, as your backbone as a bodyguard or whatever the case may be, like, that's a smack in my face. You know what I mean? And like, people felt like, not that I mean, I'm really one of those people that really could care less what people say about me, but because I really don't mean harm. Like if I do something, there's a valid reason behind anything I do, and like, not saying that I'm right or wrong or whatever case may be but it's just anything. Like I said, anything that I do is a valid reason for it. Is always a reason for it. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm a bully or whatever case may be but I handled a situation. I actually could have handled it a lot worse. I was supposed to. That was my intentions to. But because I'm the type of person, I think, like we're in my room right now, and like, this is where when I leave work, this is where I'm at all day. You know what I'm saying? I think about everything. I really evaluate situations, and I thought like, you know, attacking somebody, regardless of what the reason may be, is not right. Period. But I felt like the way the situation was handled, I felt like I was left looking stupid. I was embarrassed. I felt like I was hurt. Like I just felt used. I felt like I was just, you know, left in the dust. And I wanted them to feel the same way. And like I said, I was supposed to put my hands on them, but not only because I cared about the person and stuff like that. Like I'm not bitter about, you know, her leaving my house or whatever the case may be. But I still wanted her to feel what I felt. And everybody already knew because of my reaction, whether it was in my house or outside of my house, they knew because of my reaction, like, you're not reacting, so something's wrong. That's like, so, and I wanted her to feel that, and I poured water on her. Like, I poured water on her. I could have done a lot worse than that. I could have attacked her, which is, it really ain't getting no worse than that, because but because I have a femme queen mother who she, like, blood could make us no closer. Like, if somebody was to put their hands on her, definitely a man, like, I have a problem with that, a major problem with that, and I'm out to get them. I'm sure you would be the same way. That's your sister, like, and I poured water on her, and people felt like I was a bully for that. What people don't know about me is that, like, I'm not the type of person that go around looking for trouble. I don't pick on people, or I don't have no picks. I don't care if you tall, skinny, you know, like fat. None of that stuff makes no difference to me. But I just wanted her to feel what I felt, and I just wanted to clear that situation up for those of you who don't know, because
I didn't even know nothing about it.
Yeah, like, because it was, you know, it was a situation, I guess, because it's a femme queen and she's pretty and all this and that. It's like everybody, like, they don't know the inside of everything that went down, so they thinking like Little James is being a bully or whatever case may be, and it's so much more than that. Like, it's like, I was really, really there for her, you know what I'm saying, when she needed somebody to talk to, when she just wanted to get out there on the floor, when other people wanted to attack her, I was the person that stood up for her, you know what I mean? So, like, for you to use me for that stuff, and then you get cleared from all of that, you get yourself out there, like, you do all that, and then you just leave and don't say nothing to me at all whatsoever, like...
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, like, she probably felt bad for leaving and really couldn't face you. Some people are really cowards, like... You know, some people don't have a way with words. Some people don't really know how to express how they feel, so they ready to just pay it. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to go talk to him. I'm just going to leave it alone. Eventually, he'll pay it, I'll pay it. And, you know, some people don't know how to, you know, man up and pick up the phone and say, well, or call somebody, or just go to their house or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I like clarity. I do not like to live my life wondering what's going on here. I like to know exactly what's going on at all times. And
you should know where I'm coming from, because it's a situation where you're a house father, first of all,
right?
And I know what type of sacrifices you make for, whether it's your real kids, your house kids, or whatever case may be is. And I know, like, because of a situation that I heard about before, you chasing somebody around a car.
That was a kiki.
You chasing a femme queen where you wasn't going to really
attack her. But I just did a show because it was a kiki. Like, she was scared.
But you really did feel some kind of way, though.
Yes, just God.
And that's how I felt. Like, I felt like I did so much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so
anytime if somebody become your friend, to where as though like you didn't pick them to be your friend, y'all just didn't click. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, they became your friend because they was in your house. You was, you know, some type of leader to them. So, you being a leader and you being a friend of them at the same time. You know, like, it's certain things, like, you didn't even think you would even talk to this bitch on the phone. But y'all be on the phone. She comes to your house for dinner. Y'all go to the mall together. You done told her certain things about things you done did that you probably would have never told her. You know, and then sometimes when you meet a new friend like that, to get y'all bond together, you might tell her something that you would normally tell like a closer friend, but you might tell her because you already know what your good girlfriend gonna say. You already gonna know your good girlfriend reaction. So you might tell this new bitch so you can hear some different type of insight.
Right.
And you really befriending this bitch, and then they acting late.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's how the girls are. I mean, you know, and like. You still want to be friends with certain people. You don't want to tarnish your friendships, your new friendships, whatever, because everybody not gonna be like this queen. Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, yeah. I just wanted to clarify that just for those who don't know.
Talk about that.
We'll talk about it later. For those of you who didn't know the situation, I didn't go fully into detail about it, but that was I think I said enough to be understood. And even if you don't understand what I'm saying, then sorry, I don't really know what you want me to do. But I just don't like for people to misjudge me or like just think I'm something that I'm not. Like treat me like I'm a monster. I'm not. I'm by far. Loyalty means a lot to me. It means everything to me actually. And if I'm giving somebody, like if I'm loyal to somebody, I expect the same in return. So, you know, kudos to her. Whatever she has going on with her now, I just wish her the best, and whoever else in any situation. Like that situation is gone, it's done, it's over, and I could really care less now. I feel better because I was embarrassed and she was too. But you got any last comments for the people? Uncle Nag?
Come support A-List Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. Baltimore, Maryland, the All New Club Buns. The Baltimore Coalition. Me and Lord James are part. We have some big things in store to try to get Baltimore back to being the place it once was. Stay tuned for that. All these crazy things y'all always hear about the city is really not, as bad as it sound or what you hear. We just regular.
One more thing. Do you have anybody that you want on the floor? Like anybody you would you have not battled that you need to battle?
I feel like, as far as my category, big boys your own way, I think
it don't even have to be a big boy. It could be a female figure. Anybody. You know how to vote. If anybody you want on the floor.
I like for the people to come for me.
Have you and Keith Ebony Hall ever battled for performance?
No.
Would you want a piece of that?
I wouldn't mind.
Would you get crazy?
I wouldn't even have to. I could just keep it simple. I would keep it simple.
Okay.
I would keep it simple.
Okay.
There wouldn't be no point.
I just had to ask you that. I just had to
break a sweat.
No. Well, I have some more interviews lined up. Like, I'm definitely going to get the viewers acquainted with a couple other Baltimore girls, but this was my first pick out of Baltimore City. This is my first pick, and I was not going to interview anybody else until I interview him. So now I definitely have some more interviews coming up. I promise y'all I have another hot interview for y'all within a week. That's a promise. So we out.
And my part two will be saying because I ain't get crouchy like I really wanted to.
You wanted to get crouchy?
I wanted to.
Let them know what crouchy is.
Crouchy is
that's not really.
See, crouchy is not, to me, crouchy is just keep telling the blunt, honest truth in your opinion. And it's crouchy because...
Wait a minute, Uncle, you wasn't telling the truth? Like, you straight on the Vicky Gotti show?
Yeah. I wasn't lying enough, but I mean, I just didn't get as deep as I really could have. But, I made up this word called block. It's buck and blunt at the same time. And, so a lot of people don't tell their girlfriends and don't tell people the truth on how they really feel, which is crazy to me. So, it's just block when you keep it fair.
Any shout-outs?
No.
You had no shout-outs, Uncle? No, none at all.
Shout out to the house of Blahnik.
You getting bombed.
And all my friends and family, and all my fans and haters.
All right, well, we out. We got a long night ahead of us because I'm gonna try to go out.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do something. But
that's tonight is Eugene, the legendary Eugene Miss Rahiball.
So, I'll holler at y'all later with a hot interview. Your co-host, Little James Khan.